Recently, I kept making this same mistake over and over when I was editing. I would sit down at my computer and tell myself, okay, today is the day that I finally finish this video, and then proceed to get distracted watching some random self-improvement YouTube video on my subscription feed. I would then get mad at myself, make barely any progress, and then end up being unsatisfied and then repeat the cycle again the next day. A video that should have been done days before was not even close to being finished. So I asked myself, why does this keep happening? Why do I keep making the same mistake? And the answer kind of just hit me. It was obvious, because it was just way too easy for me to click on to a YouTube video. It only took me a few clicks to get to YouTube, but then I would have hundreds of videos on my subscription feed ready for me right when I opened the app, which meant that a 20-minute distraction was literally just a few clicks away. You as well probably have mistakes that you just keep repeating over and over and over. Whether it's watching YouTube videos when you know you should be working or eating snacks when you know you're trying to lose weight, we all have those bad habits we want to break. And if you're anything like me, you start to beat yourself up for getting distracted and you're like, why can't you be more disciplined? Why can't you just not do it? It's super easy, it's so simple, just don't get distracted. And then you don't actually end up making any changes. You just hope that the next day you somehow do something differently. And it sounds so obvious, but what I realized is that if you're repeating the same mistake over and over and over, something has to change or nothing will. So there's actually two steps to stop yourself from repeating a mistake. And it's number one, you have to identify why the mistake is actually happening. And then number two, do something about it. If you've ever read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, you probably know about the habit loop. It first starts with the cue, which for me would be seeing that big red YouTube button. And then there's the craving, which would be me wanting to click on that big red YouTube button and then click on a YouTube video. And then the response, which would be me clicking onto YouTube and then clicking onto a video. And then the reward, which is my brain getting that sweet dopamine that it really wanted from that YouTube video. I remembered the habit loop when I was thinking about how I could get rid of this distraction, how I could stop myself from watching YouTube videos when I knew I should be editing. So I found a way to remove part of the response and completely remove the reward from the system. I used the Chrome extension unhook to basically make YouTube a void. No videos, no search bar. Basically, I made it so that there was nothing I could even do on YouTube. That meant that I couldn't respond to my craving of wanting to click onto a video. If you want to break a bad habit, make it invisible, make it unattractive, make it difficult, or make it unsatisfying. It was difficult for me to actually get to a video because there were no videos, and it was very unsatisfying when I went onto YouTube and there was nothing for me to watch. This is the simplest way to stop repeating a mistake. You first ask yourself why you keep indulging in this bad habit, and then you see what changes you can make to your environment that are going to make it very difficult for you to actually indulge in that bad habit. If you constantly find yourself getting distracted, write down a list of all of these bad habits that you just seem to keep repeating and see how you can make each of them invisible, unattractive, difficult, or unsatisfying. And once you figure out the change that you need to make to your environment, change it. Maybe you're trying to eat healthier and not eat junk food. So the best option would probably be for you to stop buying any unhealthy foods so that you have no other option. That might also mean for you to order groceries online so that you're not tempted to grab the unhealthy junk foods at the store. For a long time, I just hoped and hoped that all of these bad habits that I did would just go away. But since I didn't make any changes to my environment, the bad habits stayed. It's like every day hoping that you spend less time on your phone, but on your home screen, you literally have the most stimulating apps. Make the necessary changes to your environment that will make it almost impossible for you to repeat your mistakes. That is what you're trying to do here. Just make it extremely difficult for you to indulge in the things that you want to indulge in, the bad habits that you know you need to stop repeating. Once you do that, you'll stop making the mistakes and you'll start seeing progress. Never stop improving. You'll be grateful for it later.